How many surgeries have you had that failed?
I had one failed lift surgery before this.
I had one incision and drainage and one ceton placement.
So I've had 3 previous operations.
2 surgery already, which was failed.
I had 5 surgeries in 4 months.
3 previous surgeries and then a cutting ceton.
I had 3 INDs and 1 ceton placement.
Before coming to India, I've had 6 surgeries, and at 2 separate times I've had 2 cetons placed.
Prior to traveling to India, I had 26 surgeries in the US at 5 hospitals, including a stem cell plug as part of a clinical trial.
Well, right now, I feel good, man. I feel like sharing this story. There was a time when I wouldn't have shared it because it was a story of despair. Right now, it's a story of hope. So I had multiple failed operations before I got here. I had 2 incision and drainages and a ceton placement. It was clear to me that the conventional approach to trying to heal a fistula which affects the external sphincter wasn't going to work. So I started looking for alternatives. That's where I came across the KS method or the Kshar Sutra method.
Journey here was one for my wife to heal, and we had to find something. With multiple failed surgeries in the United States, proving to be unsuccessful, she finally happened upon a Facebook page and found hope. And that hope brought us to India.
The four fistula. Yeah. Living with a ceton is horrible. I mean, you're frustrated. And I was very active, played tennis 4 or 5 times a week, very involved with my daughter's school. And the thought of trying to get somewhere and having to go through all the bathroom stuff and then wearing a pad and gauze, and it hurts and it rubs up against you, and then you gotta, where am I gonna change this?
For a lot of years, I just believed that this is how life is gonna be, because that's how all my doctors told me it was gonna be. They said, you were gonna have more surgeries, you're gonna have more, medicines, you're gonna have more failures, and I'm sorry, but this is how it is, and I think at a point I kind of gave up thinking that there was a possibility of any life outside of that.
I was terrified to leave my home country, terrified knowing that it was a procedure that really wasn't accepted worldwide, knowing that I'd had to be away from my family for 3 months. But there was a part of me, after doing the research, that if I wanted to live a normal life again, I had to go to India. That was my only place to be cured.
Kshar Sutra is one of the treatment mentioned by Sushruta, ancient Indian surgeon, roughly around 500 BC. Kshara means alkali, which is obtained by a plant. Sutra means thread. Therefore, alkali, which is obtained by a plant, which is coated 21 times to a thread, is called Kshar Sutra. It becomes tighter, smaller, and it will become a proper circle. It won't be there. It is fresh, no? Therefore, it is normal. Especially in anal fistula, when we treat with Kshar Sutra, with the 2 important goals. 1, there should not be recurrence. 2, there should not be incontinence. Ayurveda has got lot of many such golden treatments. It is up to us to explore it. But it is an Indian system of medicine. Now, when it is Indian system of medicine, Therefore, it is limited to India as of now.
The MRI. On the intervention itself, I think the more you look at it, the more you realize that it's not a miracle cure. It's actually a very targeted intervention for a specific pathology or disease.
Ayurveda medicine, India has managed to hold on to that. It's thousands of years old. India's managed to keep in that way, and without that we wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be healed.
I've been suffering from fistula for 2 years, and I tried different alternative medicines like Siddha, and then I went to an English doctor and they suggested 2-3 surgeries. Somehow I ended up here. I went to an Ayruvedic center in Coimbatore. From there they referred here, and I'm happy that today is my last checkup.
I spoke to previous patients of Kshar Sutra or KS intervention who had very positive stories, and that's actually what turned my mind towards coming to India and thinking more seriously about this as an intervention.
I think the hardest part for me of the treatment wasn't really the treatment itself, but it was just sucking myself up to actually believe, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to India. I'm going to be away from my family for all these months, and I'm actually doing this. For people to keep an open mind when they come and to just be ready to accept what India is. The people here are amazing. Although I've been away from my family and friends and home country, I have not felt as homesick as I thought I was going to feel.
I think when I came, I thought this was a purely physical battle, and it's been everything and some more. It's been an emotional battle, it's been a spiritual battle, it's been a mental battle, and I think a lot of those things I bottled up when I was back home. You know, I still had the spiritual part at home, you know, and always kind of relied on that and you know, put my faith into that. But I think for a lot of times I just said this is life and just put it and said, okay, this is what it is, and didn't really let any of it out. And I think once I finally got here and was going through this process, a lot of that just naturally started coming out.
On July 3rd, I thought I was having a thread change. I felt a pinchy, cutty feeling, and I said, did you just do a thread change? And he said, no thread, no fistula, no branch. So yeah, it's my last Dr. Bhat visit. A lot of emotions. I had a star named after you. A star up in the sky.
Oh, okay.
So it says the star with the coordinates, and tells the coordinates, was successfully entered into the star naming registry on the day you declared me fistula free. You restored my health, my hope, and my belief in miracles. Thank you for saving my life. With extreme gratitude, admiration, and appreciation. Oh.
Wish you all the best. God bless you. Enjoy your life.
Thank you so much.
One of the first things that I saw that I was so happy about was we've gone through a cycle of people since we've been here, and people go home cured.
Fistula free! So happy! My eyes are leaking. Wow.
So that was the most positive thing that I could say that I saw. You know, no matter how my wife felt along the way, we were seeing people go home. So every week there was a new hope.
January to June 2010, 5 surgeries, 34 thread change, 64 candles, 18 local anesthesia, 1 amazing doctor. God, thank you. Every time thread change, remember me. This is one. This is one. It's really funny.
I'm grateful, man. I'm very grateful. This experience has taught me to be thankful for what we have. It's taught me that your health isn't just your body, it's also your mind and your spirit. Because you're in a dark place when you decide to try a treatment which perhaps isn't accepted by conventional medicine, and you need hope and faith to help you along the way, wherever that may come from for you. There are ups and downs on this journey, and you have to try and roll with the punches, and just remember that you're here to get better, and you will get better, just as the patients have before you, and hopefully will continue to do so after you've left.
Was made by my 5-year-old, and he, right before I left, said, Mommy, we were running out the door, I made you a necklace, and I wear it with me every single day to Dr. Bhat's. I hold it throughout the examination. It grounds me, makes me think of them, brings me to a pleasant place, and makes me realize why I'm doing this, which is for them, to be a healthy mom again.